In this video, I am going to share with you a very fundamental concept of why investing is so lucrative right now. Now, to illustrate that point, let me give you a comparison my own circumstances of what I am doing. I am currently renting in a place, it's called Castle Hill. Okay, so this is a big house, and of course the right now what I am paying, because my daughter, she is 6 years old and she is going to, we wanted to make sure that she goes to local school in Castle Hill, and of course to get that I wanted to move this side. So right now the property that we are living, it's a massive, it's a 900 square meter, it's a 4-5 bedroom house, and it has everything. It is a swimming pool, it has backyard, and it's like a really nice house. And right now I am paying about 1100 per week rent, which is decent in this area. It's a big house and all. Now why I'm saying all these things, because the same house, if I buy, I have to pay about $2.5 million. So I am living in a $2.5 million house in Castle Hill, in New South Wales Castle Hill, and I'm paying the rent of 1100 per week. Why I'm saying this? Because if, let's say, if I have the $2.5 million, instead of buying this property, what I have actually done, or rather, is buying a commercial property. This is a comparison, right? First property I talked about is the residential property where I'm living now, and the rent is 1100 and the current value of that property is 2.5 million. So if I want to buy that, I have to pay $2.5 million. Instead of that, I bought a commercial property, the same $2.5 million property, and I bought somewhere, it's a place called Emerald, and in that it's a 10 years ASX listed client's lease, and it's a big 4.5 acre of industrial land and the industrial building as well. And the rent that I am collecting is $190,000 net. Means on top of that, tenant pays that insurance, land tax, management, council rates, everything. So after every year, I'm going to collect $190,000 year after year, and every year it also goes up 3.5%. So the next year it is going to go up to 3.5%. The year after 3.5%. So why I'm saying this? Now look at this calculation: $2.5 million. Instead of buying my own house, I actually invested into commercial property. Now by doing this, what has happened is that yes, I am paying the rent, which is 1100 per week, into 52, it is going to come, let's say, about $55,000. So now every year I'll be paying $55,000 to stay in this house, and that's it. No land tax, no council rates, nothing I have to pay. Now I am collecting the same $2.5 million I invested into commercial property. I am collecting 190,000, and I'll be keep on collecting 190,000 plus, of course, every year the rent is going to go up. Here also rent can go up. So let's just calculate 190,000 with 55,000. So after paying this 55,000, I would still have roughly about 135,000 in my bank account. Now based on my loan and the amount of deposit that I have paid, my interest for that property would be coming around 130,000. So what I had choice of buying my own home, and to satisfy myself that yes, I own my own home, and pay that 130,000 interest to the bank. Or what I have done is that I invested into commercial property, and then commercial property is giving the loan, and commercial property is also paying my rental house payment. So that means I am not paying, I am staying pretty much for free. And this is a fundamental difference, that why you should be looking into commercial property investment. And if you have, perhaps you bought that property, you have some equity in your own home, perhaps that you are thinking about buying property, think about why you should be investing more into commercial property. Because just this simple example of that 190,000, the question that you would be asking is that, Soman, how did you find this property? Of course, I had to spend time and build relationship with agents, and pretty much I wanted to, I have been doing this for quite long time, so looking through multiple deals and all, and if you keep looking, you will find that too. So the question that I would be asking is that, what kind of financial risk that you are taking by buying your own home, and which is a significantly negative cash flow, because if you are living in your own home, that you are not collecting any rent anyway. So to give an example of how reinvesting can be a lucrative strategy, and particularly if you invest into commercial, because your commercial property can feed both the bank as well as your rent. So that way your job is not dependent to pay the rent or to dependent on to paying your mortgage payment. And this is how I have created this structure. Now of course there are quite a few things that I had to do, like I had to take that choice that yes, I'll be renting, and I'm pretty happy with that because this is an amazing house. The second is the spouse alignment. Yes, my wife, she is happy that yes, we are taking decision jointly in a way that we would happy to be renting.